Hello children. In English class today, we're going to learn the lesson Being Safe, Section 3. The previous classes, I hope you learnt the safety measures that you need to follow in road and streets. And in this Section 3, we're going to learn the safety measures that we must follow at home. Shall we get into the lesson? Hello children. Today in English class, you're going to learn the third section of the lesson, Being Safe. Let's have a recall. In Section 1, we learnt the road safety rules. In Section 2, we learnt how to be street smart. Let's see what we're going to learn in Section 3. Shall we get into the lesson? First, let's see the characters involved in this lesson. We have Ravi, Grandpa, Madam, Prashant, Jaffer, Devi, and children. Let's see what are all of them discussing about in this section.
Could you please tell us the safety measures to practice at home, Grandpa?
Sure, we should learn to put things back in their respective places after using them. We should not play with knives, scissors, etc.
I believe you're getting a call, Grandpa. Here is your mobile phone.
Thank you, Ravi. I think it is my old friend Ravi.
Wow, a nice phone. Yes, it's the latest one too. Grandpa bought it last week in Chennai.
I hear it works like a supercomputer.
Yes, of course. It is very useful for my projects too.
These mobile phones are very useful, but you should use it with care. You should use it in the presence of adults. Tell us more about the safety measures while using the internet, Grandpa. Make yourself cyber safe by posting information, photos, vacation plans in the social media. From fertilizers to antifreeze, medicines to makeup set, and poisonous items are kept away from the children in our homes. Would I have your views on using the medicines effectively?
I think we should store all medicines out of sight and reach of children.
Good. Medicines should be kept in a locked cabinet. I also think pills and syrup should be kept in the original containers, and the leftover pills should always be counted. That's a nice idea.
I get it. Medicines should be stored in their original containers and we should keep a count and avoid misuse.
Hazardous automotive and gardening products should be secured and kept locked.
A first aid kit is must in every household, which should also have an emergency instruction inside it.
It's nice to see kids coming up with wonderful ideas. Thank you, Grandpa, for your guidance. We shall follow your advice and together protect ourselves from danger. It's getting late. We can talk tomorrow. Take care, children.
Now children, let's learn the glossary of the lesson. Bifurcates, divide into two separate parts. The road was bifurcated into the woods. Amuses, to make someone laugh or smile. He was amused by his Uncle Ben. Vacation, holiday. This family planned for a vacation to Goa. Merges, join together. They are trying to merge the puzzle pieces. Scorching, extremely hot. The climate was scorching today. Giddy, a sensation of falling down. I was dehydrated and felt giddy. Fertilizer, chemical or natural substance added to land to increase its fertility. Fertilizers are very useful to cultivate a wide range of crops. Hazardous, risky, dangerous. Hazardous products must be kept out of reach from children. Antifreeze, a liquid that can be added to water to lower the freezing point. Antifreeze liquids are used in fish farming. Now let's see a video where you can learn more safety measures that you can follow at home.
Staying safe at home. It is not only outside the house that one can hurt oneself. Accidents can happen at home too. You can get a cut or a bruise at home if you are not careful. So let's see how you can stay safe in your home. When not to open the front door. Do not open the front door to anyone you do not know. Call an elder person to open the door when you see a stranger at the door. Electricity. Do not put your finger into wall, that is electric sockets. Do not try to operate electrical gadgets on your own. Do not play with such gadgets. You may get an electric shock. Do not touch such gadgets when your hands are wet. You can get an electric shock. Do not try to open an electrical gadget to see what it looks from inside. You may damage it, and later, when you try to switch it on, you can get an electric shock. In the kitchen, do not turn on the gas on your own. Do not play with matchsticks. You may burn yourself. Do not spill water or oil on the floor. You may slip and hurt yourself. Do not throw vegetable or fruit peels on the ground. You may slip on them. Do not play with knives. You may cut yourself. In your room, do not leave your books and toys on the ground. You may trip over them and get hurt. Do not play with the electrical sockets in your room. In the house, do not run up and down the stairs. You may slip and fall. Do not try to open a jammed window with your fingers. Do not jump from a table or cupboard. You may fall and hurt yourself. In the garden, do not pluck flowers from plants with thorns, for example, rose plant. Do not jump from a high wall or tree. At the swimming pool, swim only when there is a lifeguard around or when your parents are with you. Do not run on the path next to the pool as it can be slippery.
So children, we have come to the end of the class. What is that you learned and understood from today's section? The safety measures that we need to follow at home. Firstly, we must not play with sharp objects like scissors or knife. Secondly, we must use mobile phones only in the presence of adults and make sure that you are cyber safe. Thirdly, we must keep medicines out of reach and out of sight of children and preserve them in their original containers and locked cabinets. Fourthly, hazardous and gardening products are really explosive, so they must also be kept in locked places. And finally, we must always have a first aid kit at home so that it is very useful in emergency purposes. So these are the things that you must keep in mind and follow at home. Thank you.